This week we're going to talk about the Arkansas Derby, both Division 1 and Division 2. But Division 1 will be really quick because we both think Charlton looks pretty good on paper. How do you feel about Arkansas Derby Division 1?
Well, the Division 1 with the scratch of Shooter Shoot now looks like a grade 3 race. There is, on paper, no pace in the race. Charlatan, if he breaks well, he would be an uncontested lead, and I think he's going to win the race. I like it a bit, Governors Morris, but without pace, he can't win, in my opinion.
Right. Is there any possibility another horse challenges Charlton on the lead?
No, maybe winning impression? No. No. There is no horse that has the early speed of Charlatan.
Right. Well, I agree with you. Charlton is going to go straight to the front, and he's going to take them gate to wire. And if I had to pick a runner-up, maybe I'd go with Bassin.
I don't know. I think Basing has some distance limitations. That's why, because I prefer Governor Morris.
Division
No.
2 of the Arkansas Derby has 11 horses in it. And I think fast enough is going to scratch, so there might be 10 horses. And this is an interesting race because it has the favorite Nadal, and in all likelihood, Nadal's going to go to the front, but so is Wells Bayou. And I think the two of them are going to have a speed duel. What do you think?
Well, fast enough is going to be scratch. So there are 10 horses in the race. Okay, Nadal this time is going to face another speed. So I think Wells Bayou is a really pace setter, is a tough pace setter. He's going to be sent because that's the way he knows to run. And also King Guillermo has some speed. So I think Nadal is going to rate this time according to his workout videos. I think he's learning to rate. So let's see if he can rate, because all his races he just won almost gate to wire.
Well, that's a concern too. Even though Nadal might rate, I don't like betting on horses that are experimenting for the first time. Maybe in the mornings they could rate, but in the afternoons, sometimes they don't translate that form. And Nadal's going to be what, 3-5, 4-5. It's going to be hard to justify the bet, whether he goes to the front or whether he rates.
Yes, Nadal is going to be overbet, mainly because he's unbeaten on 3 starts and he's trained by Bob Baffert. I'm trying to beat him this time. I like in this race Farmington Road. Farmington Road is a horse that, okay, we will see him in the back of the pack, but now he's switching to Javier Castellano from Martin Garcia. Now he's back, Javier Castellano in the irons. And if there is some speed duel, I think the horse has a shot because he's going to run late.
Right, I would like Farmington Road to show a little more speed. I don't want to see him like 12 or 15 lengths back. I hope Javier Castellano puts him in a better position, but he has a shot too if there's a pace duel.
Yes, you like King Guillermo. Is the almost 60-day layoff a concern?
Not really. Like I said, he had a layoff from November 30 to March 7 when he won the Tampa Bay Derby. He only has 3 workouts on record, but I don't know. Maybe there's something this trainer does that we're not seeing, because he was really impressive in the Tampa Bay Derby. You weren't impressed by him? He won by 4 lengths.
Yeah, that was a really impressive effort. And as you said, the training is unorthodox. So maybe that's the way he trained these horses, these kind of horses.
I don't think he's going to duel for the lead. I think he's going to be maybe a length or 2 lengths behind whoever is on the front, whether it's Wells Bayou or whether it's Nadal.
Yes, I see Wells value on the front, and Nadal and King Guillermo around 1.5 or 2 lengths behind Wells value and on the early stage.
But you're gonna toss King Guillermo?
No, he has a shot. I
Oh, okay.
think if he repeats his Tampa Bay performance, he's going to be in the mix.
Do you want to talk about Silver Prospector? He's 10-1 on the morning line, and I also kind of like him too. I don't like how he faded in the Rebel Stakes, but he did have some traffic problems, and I did like his Southwest Stakes win when he won over Wells Bayou. If he could repeat that effort, he could be a contender in this race.
I think Sir Prospector has not a lot of excuses in the Rebel, and he was really empty on the stretch.
Well, maybe he didn't like being on the inside.
Probably, and okay, uh, that was our sloppy track. Well, he won the Kentucky Jockey Club on a sloppy track. I really don't like him on this spot.
All right. Are you tossing out Wells Bayou because of the pace scenario, or does he have a shot? Because you said Nadal's gonna rate.
If they let him go, West Value can win the race. So I don't know what's going to do Nadal because West Value is really tough on the lead. I think they're going to deal with him at some point because if they let him go, he could win the race.
I'm gonna toss out Wells Bayou. I just think the pace will be too fast. We'll see.
I expect a fast pace, but if I don't know if in the race they let him go, I think West Value can win. But I'm really not using him.
Do you have any thoughts about Storm the Court?
I think the 2-year-olds that rank on the juvenile, the BSO juvenile, have not performed very well at 3 years old. So I'm tossing him this time.
Okay, are there any other horses you want to talk about?
Maybe Taishan. Taishan was your pick in the Oakland Stakes.
Did he fade in the Oaklawn Stakes because he moved too early, or did he fade because he doesn't like 9 furlongs? I could see an argument to include him underneath, but I don't trust him on top anymore. I need to see him win at 9 furlongs.
I think he's going to rate. He's going to run fourth, or not around 5 lanes back, and try to make a move. But yes, I did. That's a horse that usable underneath.
Yeah, I think he's got some talent. I just don't trust him completely.
Okay, so your final picks?
Like I said, I'm going with King Guillermo on top and Silver Prospector. And Nadal could win. I just don't like his betting odds. And your Farmington Road, I think he could win too.
My top pick in this race is Farmington Road, as I said. My second choice is Nadal, although I know he's going to be over bet. And my third choice is King Guillermo.
Well, thanks for watching Capping Corner this week. We have no idea what's going to go on next week. I don't even know what racetracks are open next week. We'll see. All right, thanks for watching.